was really scared at first because I was worried about PML, which I'm sure you've all heard about, and if you haven't, the doctors will talk about it. I'm not allowed to give medical advice, so I was really scared about PML. And the first piece of material that you read about Tysabri says that there's a fatal risk. And I thought, okay, is this really something that I want to take? I mean, is it really worth it with a fatal risk? But after going through the first process, it was totally fine. My neurologist is a very intelligent man, and I have total faith in him, so I thought, well, if he is recommending this medication, it must be good. And when the first time I went through it, they asked you, a nurse asked me several questions, and she would not give me the Tysabri unless I answered the questions correctly, the way that she wanted me to answer the questions. So I wasn't worried about taking the drug because I had a nurse there that was supervising me. And then I've had up to date, I've had 5 infusions because I've been taking Tysabri since October. So I have had absolutely no side effects whatsoever, none at all, which is incredible. After dealing with feeling like I got stung by a bee every day for a year, and then having the itching and having to get an ice pack, and I'm sure you all can relate, having no side effects is like a dream come true. Plus, I don't have to do it myself. I go to the hospital, some doctors have it available right in their office, and I just stick out my arm and they do all the work for me. So I don't have to take the injection myself, which is a dream come true for me. And I have noticed after 3 infusions that my balance got better. And because my balance got better, my walking got better, which is great. And I didn't really talk about this before, but I used to look like I was really drunk when I was walking. And I actually, after I turned 21 in college, I got kicked out of a few bars because people thought I was drunk. And you know, I would say, no, really, I'm not drunk. And they say, oh yeah, tell that to the judge. I'm not, I wasn't, but my leg was really weak, but now I'm walking better, and I owe that all to Tysabri, so it's really exciting. And I feel like my speech is better. Before my voice was really shaky, and now my voice is a lot stronger, and it's a lot better. But most importantly, it's once a month, which is so exciting because you all know, having to do it yourself either every day, every other day, every 3 days, it's like only getting an infusion once a month is really like a dream come true for me. So I love Tysabri. That's why I'm here today, because if you're considering it, I highly recommend it. And as I conclude, I just wanted to say that having MS is really difficult. I mean, we all know that. It's definitely not easy, but I really try to stay positive and make the best of it, keep a smile on my face, and I feel like I can heal myself physically and mentally. And my proudest achievement and most positive experience was definitely making the YouTube videos, because I have been able to meet people from all over the world, and it is the greatest thing I've ever done. And people who used to call me stupid are now saying that I'm inspiring, so that's pretty exciting for me. And my most challenging experience with MS is definitely the fact that people still, when they call me stupid, or they think that, you know, I'm a moron for not understanding something as quickly as they do, it's really upsetting, because I do have cognitive problems. I do have short-term memory, and it's not my fault. I didn't cause myself to get MS. It just happened. So that's the hardest part for me, is when people don't understand that MS affects every single thing that I do. And I'm sure you all know by now that the secret of my success is staying positive. And it's okay to have bad days, and it's okay to get angry. I definitely get very angry sometimes, but I really try not to make that a habit. I try really hard not to do that. And I surround myself by people who are positive and by people who are supportive and people who will take the time to understand what I deal with on a daily basis. And I try to stay positive and really keep a good sense of humor. And it's funny because my boyfriend Anthony, he says that I'm the funniest person that I know because I think I'm really funny. And apparently not many people think I'm funny, but at least I can entertain myself. As I conclude, I have one more thing to say and then I'm done, but I just wanted to share with you that all of the people that I've met off of YouTube really have truly done so much for me, and I tell them all the time, their responses to me and their feedback helps me more than they understand. And they say no, they said your videos help us more than you know. But I wanted to say that we have an international support group because we're all so different in so many ways, but we all share this one common bond where we all have MS and we're all dealing with it. Whether, like you're a man or a woman or an adult or a child or, we have so many differences, but we all can help each other. And there are some countries where Tysabri is not available yet. And they say, wow, you're so lucky that you have Tysabri available in America. And it's like, I never looked at it that way. I never thought about it that way because I was able to get involved in the Touch program and I was able to get Tysabri so quickly. And it's like, we in America take it for granted, I think, because we don't understand how badly people want it in other countries and they just can't get it. But I've heard from people from England, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Scotland, Canada, Norway, North Ireland, the Czech Republic, Australia, and Japan. And we all agree that staying positive is definitely the key. And I wanted to finish with a quote from someone that wrote to me from Zimbabwe, which I thought was one of the coolest things ever. In Zimbabwe, it's like, whoa, I had to look on a map and see exactly where that was. But they said, I'm not American, I'm not American, I'm not white, I'm not even a Christian. I may be the exact opposite of you, but you know what? I'm just a human being, and I think you're the bravest human I've ever seen in my whole life. I pray to you deep in my heart. God bless you, Lauren. God bless you all MS patients. Thank you. I was simply lost before I got to see how brave you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So.